Hello, 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 everybody. I'm going to get the parts ready for this. That way I have everything here when people show up. I know this is midweek. I do apologize for that. But I need it to be. I need a little more light in here, right? What is up, guys? How you doing? My audio coming through? It looks like it is. I've got quite the challenge today. Let's see how this ends up going. Yeah, I know it's a hard time, but hey, it's nighttime for me, so if I can get a couple people come in here and help you out, then that is great. So, diving right in, I am working on a camera slider that I found on Thingiverse, and it's great. I like it so far, but I'm having issues with the coding, which I will bring it up. Where are we going to go? Let's go here. Yeah, let's do this one. So, here's the code. And specifically, the problem is this little screen that you guys see here. So this is a 128 by 32 or a 128 by 64 display. And it's from DIY Mall. I mean, it's a legit one off of Amazon. And when I power this up, I'll show you guys. It's going by 120 by 32. And it's not supposed to because... well, it works that way because that's how the code is, and I'll show you, but it's supposed to also operate in 120 by 64, and when I change it, it doesn't work. And let me find where here's the code right here. So, this right here is display begin, SSD 1306, switch PVC, 0x3C. That is to be 128 by 32. Now, if I change this to 03D, it's supposed to do 128 by 64. So, it doesn't work. Let me power this up so you guys can kind of see what's going on, and maybe one of you will know what it is. So, I need a cable here. I need to plug it in. Second here. I also need my power cable here. Desk is amazingly a mess. Let's get this out of it. I don't need the knob. So we need some power in here. And it also could be this Mega. This Mega is giving me problems. That's why I have a new Mega right here. Okay. So, okay. Bring this up so you guys can see this. Let's see if I can zoom that camera in. It's a little hard. Sorry about it, guys. 1 second here. Video. It's going to get kind of blurry. Apologize for that. Either way, it does not scroll. If I go to scroll here, like it scrolls, but the screen doesn't. Okay? So there's that. Yeah, it's 480p. I can't get it any high resolution. That's the problem. That is just not going to be okay there. What if I make this bigger? So, is that easier to read? Let me know that, guys. That's about as big as I can go. Unless I totally just make a new scene real quick with it big. Okay, so this right here, this is the line of code that I'm supposed to change. So right now it works. The screen is working. It's a little hard for you guys to see, but it's working right now. So if I'm going to go ahead, change this to D, okay, just like it says right here. So this now matches this. All right. We're going to upload this now to the board. It only takes a minute. More hamsters at the wheel. Come on, Betsy. I guess it's taking a little longer than I thought it was going to. Not that many. Not much code. It's only like six tabs of stuff here. But anyways, hello guys. I really want to get this working because I think having this camera slider will be awesome, and it's just killing me. Why it's not working? Round, round, right round. All right, so it's uploading now. Okay, so now I've lost functionality of the wheel. If I turn the wheel, nothing moves. And then if I reboot it, the display is dead. Nothing's on the display now. So that is the current problem. I change it to what it says it's supposed to be, and the screen is dead. Don't know. Oh, I have the thing on behind me. I don't know what the problem is here. Sorry about that. I was a little backlit there. So any ideas from anybody out there? What is wrong here? I'm wondering if it is the Arduino, and if it is, I can swap it out to this one right here. Have you any data link for the board? You gotta talk dumb to me, because I am not an Arduino king. I am very basic, running off of sketches that were provided to me and the other ones. I have it connected up to, let's see here. Well, obviously, I've got the ground and the VCC going to power. Then the SCL is orange. That's going to SCL on the board. That's 21. And then the SDA is going to SDA 20 on the board. I do have a wiring guide here that I went off of. So this is the wiring guide for this setup. And this is exactly what I'm using. Hey Derek, how's it going, man? Yes, Ben, that sounds smart, but I don't know what that means. Man, it's hot in here. God, sweating down here. Whew. I mean, do you think it could be the board? Could it be the Mega screwing up? Unlikely. Okay. Because I think there's an issue with the 5-volt on the Mega. That's why I have to plug in the USB for power as well. I have to swap it out eventually anyways, but I don't know what the heck is going on here. So is there something else in the code that I need to look at here to change? Initialize with the I2C address of 03D. I wonder if this is somewhere else. So if we go Control F, make this a Charlie, search all sketches. So it's defined as D in here. The I2C address is as 03D is default. If SA0 is grounded, I don't know what SA0 is. What's the value you're changing in the code? I am changing the goes back to D. Right here where it tells me, when I'm looking at some of the example sketches, it says here that you need to switch this from the display begin from C to D, because C tells it that it is a 32 line, 120 by 32, and the D tells it it is 120 by 64. And I need it to be 120 by 64 for the code that's already written for this setup that I have. And again, here it's defined under the Adafruit SSD 1306. It's defined as X03D. And here it tells you right here, driver used for this, etc. It's for the both of them. I have the 120 by 64 uncommented. That's what I'm trying to force here. If you don't define one, it errors out here. Here it tells you that it is the LCD width is 120 by 64. Unless, what if I change this to 64? Would that update it maybe? Is SAO the A0 analog pin? I have no idea what that means. I mean, I only have 4 pins on here. SDA, SCL, ground, and VCC. Oh, labeled on a mega. Oh, so you want me to do, is SAO the A0 analog pin? I'm not using SAO at all. I'm using 20 and 21 on the communication side of the mega. Oh, good deal, German nerd. The D9, is that new great big one that they have out? It's supposed to be like the CR10 competitor, but from a more reputable company. Riley, you're dead to me. Come on, man. Get those Google skills going. Cool, German nerd. That's awesome. That does look like a really cool board printer. Looks very robust, I will say that. Looks like it's pretty strong and rigid. I'm interested to see how the prints end up coming out on that. Come on, Ben. You're my only hope so far, buddy. I do want to know if I change to 64, what would happen? Let's do for shits and giggles while I wait for you to reply back. Change this back to C. And upload. I really would love to get this working because I think, again, this is going to be so much fun. See if the display comes back. I might need to reboot it after this. See, no display came back, but it's still 32. Even if I change it and try and cheat the system, that did not work at all. So it changes back to 32. Son of a gun. Like I said, everything's enabled the way I think it should be, going off the example sketches and what I can find online. Unless I make this C. But again, I don't know where SAO is. I'm trying to find where that's at. SA0. Images. None of that is helping. That's the board I'm trying to use, though. Oh, declaring pins 20 and 21. Maybe that's it. Where's the line diagram? I will post the link for you. Right there, right there. So unless the diagram is wrong, which it very well could be, I don't know. Again, I'm working off, this is someone else's project I am trying to use. I contacted the guy that made this, and he said, oh, I did this years ago, and I don't remember. Which, I mean, it was like last year he did it. And he doesn't remember what he did. So he was absolutely zero help in all of this, sadly. But this one's using a Uno board instead. And he's using the U8 glib. I don't know if that matters though. Because I'm not using that. Okay, stand by. I will see if I can pull it up again here for you. I mean, I'm at the page. I don't know why you're getting 404 on it. Ben, is that working for you? This is the project I'm working. This is the Thingiverse page I'm working off of. Okay, hang on. Pause you. Where did it go? Oh, is it actually? I think it's actually in the thing. Is it? No. Shoot, where'd it go, guys? I'm terribly sorry. I don't know why that's not working. How about this? I'm just going to save the image, and I will put it onto my Google Drive real quick. So give me 2 seconds, and I'll give you guys a link there. I have a public folder for stuff like this. It's just going to take me a moment to upload it. Because my internet is amazing. Not. That's not it right there. Scribble link. I got it. All right, try that. I thought it was on the YouTube video here. I thought it was linked here somewhere. Unless it's here in the sketch. Might be here in the sketch. Hang on. Oh yeah, here it is. Okay, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. It's on the GitHub page. Huh. Thanks, Gunner. Hey, Ron. How's it going, buddy? Yeah, see, it says no. If you find that OLED screens don't work, it may be that the I2C address is different from the one he used. There are various I2C finders that you can download as Arduino sketches to figure out your I2C address. Maybe that's the problem? I didn't actually see that note here before. I2C address finder. What does the St. Google say? I2C scanner. Do you have the correct Arduino Fruit library loaded? Yes, I do. I mean, I think I do. Again, I am not Arduino god, but it tells me here all the different sketches that I should have. So the Excel stepper, SPI wire are loaded in there. Adafruit, the menu and functions. So oh yeah, it won't let you post a link. Try posting the link. See if it'll let you. So all right, on the back here, or no way I can show you it. So back on the back of this, it says 07A, 0x7A, or 0x7B is the address on the little chip on the back of this. Does that mean anything? I'm gonna try this thing right here. See if this ends up helping out or not. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. Is it the instructables? You include the SPI lib. Am I not including it? Now, let me see what this says here real quick. Tools, serial monitor. It's not really doing anything. Yeah, it's not doing anything at all. That was stupid. Okay, let's get rid of that. That didn't work at all. So, yeah, I gotta catch back up to you guys' comments. Sorry. I don't know if I have to. 2 sets of jumper pads on the board. There's no jumper pads on the back of this. Okay, so comment this out and upload. Let's see what happens. I don't even know what SPI does. I'm not gonna lie to you guys here. The GitHub. I'm going off his GitHub one here. Or it's still C. I need to switch it back to D. Whoops. That functions. Let me do this one more time. With that as notated as a D, and see what happens here. Hey, Paul. SJ1 and SJ2. No, sir. No pads labeled SJ1, SJ2. Here, let me find the actual item on. Yeah, that killed it again. Doing the D and having SPI on commented out, that just killed it again. Let's see. OLED. Okay, here we go. So this is the one that I am using. It doesn't give you a thing on the back. But just so you can kind of see the one I'm using here. And it says it's supposed to do by 64. Gunner, go get it out. Do it now. Let me download this real quick. see what's in this document here. Let's see if this will help at all. Go internet, go, go, go. Go internet, go, go, go. I'm guessing this is generic. I mean, I posted the link for Amazon. Yeah, so I have the 0.96 inch. I have the thing in there. That's enabled there. This doesn't really help me at all. So I mean, I have the library in there. Oh, the default is 03C. We pinned this model for 7.8 or 7A. So that is right there. So that's what needs to change. So that is the pins on the back. So what if I change this to 7B? Where would I need to change that at? So I did see this one. It's different though because the way it's called out is a little different. The wiring is correct. I think the wiring is correct. It's more what it's actually called on the board. So if it's 7B or not, I need to figure out where do I change that at. That's where the I2C is at. Come on, tell me where it's at. Control F0x7, A or B. The slave address is 3C or 3D. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. It still has it as C and D here. No, Gunner, I did not, because I don't really understand that. But either way, the code in here is the same as the one I'm looking at. That's not what I wanted. This is not really helping me out either here. What does this say here? Let's see what the sample is here. So if it, okay, but it says right here it's supposed to be 03D for 128 by 64, and that's what I need. So what am I not? What is not changing properly to change this to 64? I wonder if this how this sample would go up onto it. I don't really know how to. Yeah, but I don't know how it's going to actually interact with it. That's all pinned up right. That doesn't help me out at all. This 078 is what is that's the slave address. Oh, come on, screen, come back here. There we go. Yes, I do, Mr. Broke. It's the exact same one I just opened. I don't need that again. Let's look at this sketch here. Oh, very cool, Derek. Did you make it with a Did you make like a RetroPie deal? Because I just made one the other night. Yeah, so this is directly out of theirs for the example for that. And here's the GFX. So I'm wondering if something in the Adafruit GFX code needs to change. And 0x7 isn't anywhere in here at all. Because if I do 0x3, I wonder if that's called anywhere else. No, only in those two places. Still looking for the SPI. I don't think that matters. Excuse me. Oh, very cool. I was actually going to print my own case, but I got a awesome little one that looks like a SNES for like $20 off Amazon. Had a fan included in it and the headers and everything in there. It looked great, so I went with that one because it just looks amazing. And I went with the 8-bit Duo Bluetooth controllers. A little pricey, $50 a pop, but I got two of them. And you're using I2C and not SPI. Well, I already commented out SPI, someone else said. So should I comment it out of here too? Or should I name it in here? Because this right here goes through the different calls here. And that 0x7 isn't anywhere in the sketch. And it's also nowhere here in their documentation. It doesn't make any sense to me because I don't actually know what any of this actually is doing. Hey, 3D Print Creator, how you doing? It's right here. This is the code I'm using. So I'm using it right off that GitHub. And then I went ahead and downloaded the Adafruit GFX directly from them. And then I downloaded the Adafruit SSD 1306 straight from them. And those are the two that I'm using as per called. But maybe that's wrong. Maybe I should try one of these. I don't know. Could try this here. Change that up to this one. So that's their code from that one. And then they have the don't know what the difference is here. I think this is the 128 one. This is the fonts. I don't want fonts. I don't care about fonts. I know. I've posted links to where you can get stuff. I can't do any high resolution, so it's just the way it is. Using that code did not work well at all. Favorite Grader, I am working on a camera slider. It's also in the video description. I talk about it down in there. I'm working on a camera slider, but I'm using a different display and I can't figure out how to get it to work. The IC2 address seems to be different and it's not helping me out at all. They posted another one. See, like there's this sketch here, but on the serial monitor it doesn't work. Because I want to make sure that my I2C addresses are correct. Back 32. File new. See if this works. Because for me, I can't get the serial monitor usually to work. Oh, I can't do serial monitor yet. Ben, where'd you go, buddy, man? What do you got for me? The serial monitor gives me nothing. You're supposed to use this. Maybe I need to use a different Arduino version. That might be it here. Doesn't say that though. Did it? It's a recent document. Open the serial monitor. I have the serial monitor open. Nothing's happening. Not a doggone thing. Apparently Nightbot's not playing, so Riley, can you hop on Nightbot and fix it? Still got nothing. Oh man. Why doesn't this like me at all, guys? What's going on here? This serial monitor is not working at all. So I'm not in the analog 4 and 5. I'm in the communication side. Don't worry, German nerd. It's alright, buddy. This is way too complicated. Maybe this only works on the Uno? I'm guessing? Is there something I need to change in here? No. Sorry, I'm reading this, guys. I know it's getting boring here for a second here. Maybe it's just the version I'm using is too new. I don't know. Hey, Mike, how's it going? Comments on this page either. Like, what the heck? Get out of here. Let's see, yeah. Alright, fine. Let's open up their sketch here. Alright, so this one, this one, this one. We'll include it. So let's do this. Put that right there. Put the GFX right there. And then let's add file, desktop. Where are these? The yes, replace that. Add sketch, add file. Yes, replace that. Alright, so those have been replaced with the one they have. Let's re-upload it here. Change that to C. Let's upload that again. So that's not going to work with the D on there. Nope. So let's re-upload that with C and see if that works. Yeah, I think it's going to go back to the 32 for some reason. Something's missing. It's got to be something easy. So Mike, we're trying to get this Arduino, this display is 120 by 32 or 120 by 64. Right now it's sitting at 120 by 32. I cannot get it to go to 120 by 64. And it's killing me here. I'm trying everything I can to get this thing going. That's blurry as hell. I think I had downloaded the Excel stepper. I don't think I need to worry about it because it doesn't matter at this point. It doesn't matter at this point. I can't get the display to work. Yeah, it is addressing the display, and I'm going by what it says here, which everything is the same as what I have. I'm using their files from there. Not that. Where'd it go? Son of a gun. Did I close it out? Son of a gun. I do not have a scope. Yeah, no. That's a little much. Yurdy, what up, buddy? Yes. Yeah, it's not using SPI at all. I'm using the I2C because it's 4-pin. So that's fine. But how do I tell? So here, tell me right here, the I2C versions is 078 or 078 slave addresses. They can be choose via the address select resistance if the I2C register is 7 bits. The slave address is 03C or 03D. Yeah, make sure it's available. Yeah, see, I have it available. That's what I have it connected as. And that's the one I'm using from them. And the 128 is what's enabled. If I go here, so it's notated as C. I wonder if I change it here. Would this change anything? It's defined here. See you, Ron. Have fun, man. If I change that to D, it works. But I wonder if I change it here, if it would still work. To match. Oh, come on, buddy. Not again. That kills it. Son of a gun. It tells me to initialize it with that. Defining the 64 is the one that I want. Here it's defined there. I'm wondering if it's defined somewhere else for the other deal. Yeah, that scanner didn't do crap for me. He's using the exact same one that I am. Ouch. Ground to external ground. Yeah, it's all. I mean, that's all wired, right? Ground's going to ground. I just make things bigger. It's the best thing I can do. I also don't know why this I2C scanner isn't working either. I've never gotten the serial deal to work in IDE. I don't know why. Maybe that's why? I mean, if I can't even get this to work. Later, Gunner. Oh, you're back now. Oh. Does the screen not count as peripheral? Because that's what this guide is telling me to do for the screen. But it's not working. Oh, so there, now it's working. So it's O3C. But why is it not identifying as by 64? So that's all correct. So the code for C is correct then. Okay, great. So be it. But then why in God's name is it not going to 128 by 64? So this is supposed to be C as well, just like it was before. There's something up with this display not showing as 64-bit, as 120 by 64. X underscore width. Or if that's anywhere in here. It's nowhere in here. That doesn't make any sense. That makes no sense at all. It's upside down. That's not the problem. Screen display. Reverse display. Yeah, no. Sleep. See, none of this has how to switch the mode in it. The actual resolution. It's pretty crappy problems and solutions. You're no help there either. Something's missing. Something is missing. In the library file. Which library file? Pixel. T. Address. This is the display size. That's the display pixels. That's all the different settings for it. Yeah, I'm in there. The resolution is set. So look here. So here it is. I'm defining the SSD 1306 128 by 64. Here it is. The if defined, the width, and the height 128 by 64. It's not going there. Or I have the font jacked up on this. That's the only other thing I can think of, and I honestly have no idea how to change up the font like that. Unless the font is too big, but I thought I tried changing that once, and it still didn't do anything. Yeah, because if I change this down to like 1, hey Eric, how's it going, man? Eric, I did not forget about your question. I will get to you tonight or tomorrow. Sorry, it's been busy and I've been distracted trying to get this working. See, if I set this to 1, and I re-upload this, it just makes the menu smaller. It doesn't actually make everything fit on the screen better. So maybe the font is jacked in what the guy was using versus what I'm using. Their menu is small, but it's got the damn line across there. So what if I make this like 5, and then make this 5? We upload that. Don't worry, buddy, I got you. See, so it's still not. The heck with this, man. So I changed that up, but now the line is still freaking way up there, but the rest of the text starts way down farther. How do I move where that text starts? Let's make this 8 and 8. This display cursor 40 and 0. What if I make this 15 and 0? I don't know. Unless it's going to be in this menu stuff. Well, that's better. Well, that just puts it in the middle. That's what that does. It goes back to 40. So menu stuff here. That's not that. Menu.ccp. Alright, so there's the draw line that I was just changing. The main menu. Quick access. Where's quick access at? Quick access, there it is. Text size 2. Starts at 00. It's the draw. Oh, no, that's not it. Yeah, this is quick access. And it's supposed to say it all here. Set cursors at 00. Quick program. No. What am I missing here, guys, with this? What am I missing here with this, the font sizing? Display set text color white. Yes. Yeah, the white is what it is. Yep. So this just gives me the top here. That's the boot up. And then here's the menu. So this is actually where it says menu here at the top. We got that. Okay, there's the line. And then the string main menu, quick access program, all that jazz is going to be under here. No, menu stuff.ccp for quick access. Don't do that. Then it goes to the times. Very stressful, my friend. Very stressful. I'm trying to see if I can maybe resize the text to make it work with the display that I have here. Or even the text doesn't even scroll even. Try searching, do another Google search on this, see if it works. So it's DIY mall 128 by 64 OLED. Let's do Arduino Mega. I went through a lot of these things already. It still is not. No, I don't want a touch screen. I like to keep it the way it is. I don't want it to remodel this entire thing. Oh, R1, you kill me. Or I just need to get a real one of their boards instead. No, no. No, it's not it. I thought it was going to be a quick, easy, like compact project to do. It's really what I was hoping. This one's not helpful here. Second page. Ender 2 printer's great. Prints. I only had a recent issue with some silk filament, but I put it in a different printer and it went out just fine. Other than that, I actually have a new video going to come out soon on the mods that I've done to the Ender 2. Okay, that's not helping here. Alright, let's try the U8 glib that people are talking about here. So if we do sketch, include library, I need to go to here, top. So sketch, include library, U8 glib. If we add file, U8 glib, should be able to note it in here somewhere, right? See if this actually gets it working. Somewhere here it needs to change. But I don't know freaking where. Here it is. Yeah, I don't know how to use this. I don't know how to use this library in this. Because if I uncomment, yeah, do that. If we uncomment this and we upload that, I think I'm done with mods on the Ender 2. I'm looking at it now. I don't think there's anything else I want to do to it. I did the LCD mod that I wanted. Put the power supply underneath. Got the better fan on it. Updated the cooler on it. We'll put a part cooling fan on it. Put new fans in the to cool the board. I put a different spool holder on it just because the stock one is too thin for a lot of the short fat spools, and it's too wide as well. So there's a different one out there for those. No, I'm really happy with it. There was one other one. There's some cable chain ones, but I don't think it's necessary on such a small printer. I thought there was one other one that I was kind of debating on doing, but I haven't yet. I think it's pretty good for now. SDInt.h, what is that? No, 3D Print Creator, it's not. I mean, I'm addressing it correctly, but it doesn't seem to be switching, in my opinion. Maybe it is in 64, and I'm just screwing up the sizes. The default sizes in the sketch don't work. I don't know. I don't know at all. I tried messing with some of the sizes, maybe. It doesn't seem to be working. So I'm trying the different library, but I don't know how to do that really. How to make that work. It's pretty small as it is. I don't know. What about LEDs, man? I did restart it several times. Like it has this other thing in here. I don't know what to do with this code. Like if I upload this, city height is 128. Let me do it. Master here, yeah, this one. Oh, so if we whack this out, do this here, go back to here, change this back to 64 is what it was, and re-upload this. Incorrect height. Fix feeder fruit 1306. The height is set. Give it back 128 and see what happens there. I did not coding from scratch. I'm using one that was supposed to work with all the I bought the exact same hardware for this project, and I'm having these issues. Let's try D. I'm using the display off of, God dang you. Height is freaking correct. No. Dimpoji. Dimple Poji. Height is correct, you stupid bugger. Oh, man. Don't see what the problem is. I'm using their sketches too now. Still doesn't want to cooperate with me. Where's the GFX file at? This is any height in it at all. There's no value in it at all, though. Simple Poji? Yeah, it's not that hard. I don't know what else they would say. Oh, what's going on? So the display is this one off Amazon. I mean, if I go to Adafruit, they have it. Where's that link at? I think it's in the sketch. They don't have the display that I want, I don't think. So there's monochrome. They don't have any displays that I want from them. I mean, they have this one, but this is the 6-pin. I don't know how I would wire this up. Unless I only have to use a few wires to do it. Like, I don't know if I have to do all of them. I don't know. Maybe I'm going to have to. This is also monochrome. I don't want monochrome. I like color. Color is nice. I like color. Needs to do, wait, this is micro SD holder and all kinds of crap. I just need a little simple display. Yes, I'm using both libraries. Yes, I'm getting all this online. I've gone through Adafruit's stuff to pull it in. I've gone here through the comments and stuff on it. Since everybody was saying that would see it is already, needs a few steps for that, and it's not working at all. So here it's telling me that's supposed to be C. I don't understand what this guy's saying here about this one. No, I'm using the codes off of somebody that already compiled the code for this. Static. What is that static at? Is there static somewhere? Ooh, I could spell. Nowhere in anything here. I don't know what in the world he's changing there. And ECC is running off of 5 volts. Shouldn't be a problem. Okay, I don't know how to. When I start switching up the libraries, I don't really understand them. So I do have the other library here. So the U8glib is here. And then you're saying it's SH1106. Okay, I mean, it's here. I don't know how I'm supposed to use it, though. Like, how do you set the display type in U8glib? Wait, go back to U8glib. Oh, there's a crap ton of code in here. I don't know how you're supposed to set it in here at all. I don't understand this at all. What are Thomas files? Dimple. I'm not using Thomas's project at all. This is different than Thomas's project. This is the one that I'm using. I didn't particularly like Tom's. That's why I'm not using it. This isn't looking good here either. Because it's C as well. That's still not working. Link works for me. I don't know. Must be your internet. Just looking for thing 2360050. Yeah, that doesn't. No, that doesn't make sense either. We have to find where you set to. GSH. Okay. Again, I don't know how to change the display type. Google that, I guess. Not reading that either. Nope. Just tell me right here. It's constructed to match your display. See if we can find that in there somewhere. I don't know why it's gotta be so doggone complicated. Because it doesn't say which one you're calling. That's not finding anywhere. I mean, I think I'm using the most up-to-date. Yeah, I mean, it's installed. It's there. It's all the same. I'm not seeing that anywhere in there. Well, if I do that SH, what were we talking about before? The SH. Like here it is in here. Okay, so what do I need to change in here? That does not show up anywhere when I search that exactly what you just put. If I do the SH18806, something in here obviously needs to change. What in here needs to change? He's not this constructor, and that just is not in there at all. How old is this article? 15. Yeah, but again, it doesn't tell me how do I select the display in Arduino. How do I tell it to look for that display driver and not the 1306? Well, I can't find any of them. Like I said, I'm looking here at the projects and nothing here seems to be helping at all. Delay, I'm not using delay.h at all in here. There's no delay in there. I'll do delays on these. Oh man, this is not helping me out. Not helping at all. Wish I could figure out how to even, if I could just figure out how to resize this stuff here. How do I move it up a little bit? That's the thing. 9, 10, huh? A9, A10 are in there, and that's just the rotary stuff. Send me a tweet. Alright, I will look for it 1 second. Go to the Twitter. Again. I'm getting there. So pull it over here. Yeah, that constructor thing, I don't see where that constructor is at. That's not called anywhere in this in the sketch here. It doesn't tell you where to define it, actually, like how it looks on all the other ones. Like, here's constructor. Are you supposed to put it in there or what? Like, I don't freaking know. You supposed to replace void with the one you want to use? I don't know. It's not intuitive at all trying to use these displays. Display.begin. So over in here in the beginning one, because I don't see that anywhere in here to change. Yeah, but it's not that easy to just throw it in there because I have no idea what it's asking for at all. Well, I'm trying to figure out how to add it then. Because according to their stuff that they have on the page, it's using the SSD and not the SH. There are no errors, Sonic. There are no errors. It compiles just fine. It uploads just fine. Just the display stops working when I change the address from C to D. But the problem is I don't know how to call this other stupid driver deal than what it's already calling for. Because I don't know Arduino. Like, I'm going off of someone else's project with the exact same hardware that they used, the exact same sketch they used, but it's not working. That's what's kind of ticking me off here, is that I'm using everything exactly the same as they were, and it's not working. This dude has the right ones here. Nope, go back. Download zip. Yeah, so if you do this, let's get rid of these ones here. Delete that, close this. So I need that. So we go back in here. We do. So if we get rid of this here, we get rid of this. Let's get rid of the 8glib thing. How do I get rid of this? So it's add a file, desktop. Oh, what's it called again? The 116 here. So if we're gonna go here, we're gonna include, include library. Or I can add the zip, I guess. Downloads. No, don't do that. Dang it. Now we can do edit, include library. That one. If we go here, let's try uploading that, see what happens. I saw the tweet. I see it there. Let's see if changing it to the SH1106 works or not. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, baby. Writing. Nope, still the same. It works, but still the same. Unless it didn't take my change, but I'm not including that library anymore, so that should work. Right? Or do I need? Well, maybe I need to change this. If I do this to SH1106, maybe, I don't know. Try it again. But here I'm calling out a different thing here. Like, I don't, how are you supposed to redirect that? Yeah, because that's not the right thing. And everything I'm finding is people are using damn Unos. Example, let's go to his, to C, go to his example here. I'm using the newest one, 1.8.5. So this needs to change here. See, this even work. No, I'm using a, no, this is a Mega. I have no idea how to wire this up for an Uno. I'm using Arduino Mega. So this works, but how do I get this sketch to work with my current project? Because that looks like that sets it. So unless I try and do a side-to-side comparison here, so it is including SPI, the GFX, that library is all there. So if we go down here, we do, let's just copy this here. C, Control V, and then where else is it calling it out? It's calling it out for the display begin. Change that out. Maybe that'll do it. Let's try that now. Conflicting declaration. So what is it conflicting to? I don't want it to use that damn master anymore. I called it out. I don't use that anymore. How do you remove something from it? Go to sketch folder. Oh. I don't want this anymore. So get rid of you. Let's try this again. Yeah, so it's 0x3c. Yeah, I figured that one out too. So why isn't it let me set this? Why is it conflicting against? It's still looking for that damn SD one. Okay, so maybe because it's there. Let's copy this, paste it there. Okay, we can change this. So this is going to be the come on, SH1106 display. Find some more. So that's just that, just that. Alright, let's try this again. See what happens. Well, even if it is, it's not working. Because I do that and it just kills the display. Redefinition of class. Oh my god! What the hell does this mean? That's not going to work at all. What's up, Rusty? I redefined everything. Thought I did. Changed all of this stuff, so here shouldn't be a problem. I changed it in here. I changed the display type. Yeah, I don't know what this error means. Redefinition of class Adafruit SH1106. Do I need to delete this out? Anybody know what the heck this means? Oh, it's redefining that twice, maybe, right? So what if I search for class SH1106? Okay. That's the only place it's found. But it's got all this code that goes with it. Do I need any of that? I'm already defining it in the header. So this right here is what is causing the error. And what you said is absolute Chinese. I have no idea what you're talking about. So if I do a, I don't even know how to make a CCP file. I only know how to that's a new project. That's not what I want. If I just make a blank CCP, like how do you even create one of those? Three print creator. Do you know how to do that? Oh, you sent 20. Okay. I was like, hey. It's one you already sent me? Alright, well. Yeah, that does not tell me anything, dude. Like, there's no way to select the constructor, how to switch it. I don't know how to do that. I've looked. It doesn't say anywhere how to do that. And now I'm getting this redefinition thing. You're telling me to create another CCP. That doesn't make any sense because I don't know how to do that. What's up, Kyle? I am beating my head against the wall with this stupid thing. I feel like I'm running in circles because nothing is actually functioning here. That doesn't tell me anything at all either. Alright, Kyle, so I have a camera slider here that I'm trying to get to work. The display is showing up in 32, but it looks like, so I'm on the right track. So somebody here is suggesting that it's using a different driver. So it's using this SH1106 instead of the SSD 1306. The display showing up is 128 by 64 using their sample sketch here. So the sample sketch has it working. So I made the changes in my sketch, and now I'm getting this redefinition class Adafruit SH1106. I don't know how to fix it. So that is not, I don't know how to fix that. I don't know what it's, nothing I'm Googling is telling me how to fix a redefinition error. And I am not skilled enough in Arduino to know what the hell that means, actually. I'm searching redefinition of Arduino error. I'm creating the Adafruit library at the top. So at the top of this page, like, I mean, it's included here on the actual one. I'm including the Adafruit file, but the error is showing up on the actual Adafruit. I think this is the driver page that tells it like how to use the actual display. I'm getting the error right here. So should I get rid of it, of the GPX? I thought I needed that to make this even work. The GFX. I'm including it here, and then down here it's defining the OLED reset for that display, and I don't know what else. So what do I need to pull out? That's the whole thing. I don't know what to pull out if this is how the sketch was supposed to be run. Comment out this here, the define here, the OLED reset, like that. Okay. See what happens. Nope. Still redefinition of that error again. I don't know where it's looking, where this first definition is coming from. If it's giving me the second redefinition error, where's the first definition at? Unless it's this. It's not working at all. But I don't know what I'm trying to define. That's the problem. I literally have no idea what I'm doing with this. Okay, so I'm in the Arduino GFX. But there's nothing in here that's pointing to the SD. Like there's SSD is not defined in the GFX at all. I'm searching it, nothing's popping up. What? Yeah, that, right? Wish I could figure out how to build off of this other one they already have here. Because, I mean, it looks to be working with this example sketch. But how do I get the info from the example sketch into this? Where did that go? Yeah, I'm copy and pasting a little bit into this other one that I have. There's but it's not really working out the way I wanted it to. I don't. Any select counter not declared in this scope. I'm trying to grab the stuff from the other one. I mean, I could just go ahead and include the other things, I guess, right? So if I include the Excel stepper, and then we include or if I do this, what do I do? Open what sketch is this? Oh, it's that sketch on the desktop, maybe? No. That's not working out either. We take this, and then I take my other pieces here. So functions, the Adafruit, the GFX, the stepper, GFX, stepper, this. Pull that into there. Close that. Let's close this. No. Reopen this sketch. See what happens. Okay. So I need to. Where's the old one at? Include these. Let's try that now. Yeah, even whenever I do that, it keeps. I pulled the working sketch over, and it's still giving me this stupid redefinition because it's defined somewhere else in the GFX. Something in here is not. I don't know what this print.h and this Arduino.h are. I don't know what those are or that they do. Let's do this, and we do Adafruit underscore sh1106. Wait, is that right? R BIT. Okay, so there's the class there. So, and in the menu, it's calling for, it's including that. The extern, it's saying that's the display. Here on the main sketch, it's Adafruit, it's including it. And then it has here, it's a display OLED reset. Do I pull that out maybe? But I tried uncommenting that, that didn't work. That's for the height thing. So that's it. I mean, it's coming up in very few places. But it's not a, unless that define is what it's getting screwed up. But again, I took that out and it was still saying redefinition. And that class is only showing up once. Looks like I'm including it twice. What am I including twice? I mean, it's included in the menu. Should I take it out of the menu.h? Is that what the problem is? Because here on menu stuff.h it's there, and then the actual .ino it's in there as well. Yes, it is. So up here at top, it is menu stuff.h is included, and then should I take it out of here then? Yeah, let me try that. Okay, the Adafruit SH1106 display does not name a type. So that took care of that error. So now it does not name a type. That is what it was in the original one for here, and it went just fine. So external Adafruit, where'd it go? What was it before? Damn it. I don't have the old version now. Sorry, Kyle. I have no authority on that, I don't think. Riley left me, so I don't know. Let me turn off spam and see if that helps you at all. So I don't know what this line is supposed to be, because it used to work when it was the SSD 1306. It worked just fine. Because I bet you if I change this to SSD 1306, it might work. Maybe it won't though. No. So this is airing out on me now. I mean, if I take it out, maybe you won't. We'll try commenting it out and see what happens. Well, I defined the SH1106 and it's still not working. So now the display is airing out when I take that out. Unless display clear display is not correct, but it's not airing out to all the way down at the bottom. But it's working everywhere above it. It's just disabling it down at that. This section is the only one that's doing it. It's not declared in this scope. Okay, so if I... But then, what am I supposed to do here for display then? Oh, display init display? Maybe? No, because it's display. What is it? Display. Oh, extern display. I don't know what that means. External. Let's Google it. That's the best I got. Come on, Kyle, don't let me down, buddy. OLED class. Is that defined on the first one, I thought? Yeah, it's defined right here as display. But it doesn't like it in here, though. Or display is wrong. The word is wrong, I guess. It is the extern line, but it doesn't like the word display. That's fine, man. Should I give it a different name then, I guess? Maybe call it OLED? I don't know. Because that's what it's calling it as, right? Display was not declared in this scope. How do I declare display? What's up, RC everything? Oh, trying to get this to work with a slider. It's an external modifier. Kyle, you're still speaking Chinese to me, brother. Yes. So the thing is, how... So it looks like I just need to declare it somehow, but I don't know what that means. Yeah, I think I did define it, but I thought it was defined right here. Right? On the very first, on the INO. Adafruit SH does not name a type. Whatever that means. So Excel stepper has a crap ton of code in it. Class Excel stepper, functions of it. That's really it, I guess. Undef round. Type def enum. In Excel stepper, it's enum. So in the Adafruit SH1106, the type def is volatile. The UINT32. It has it a few. I have it right here now. So these are where it's at right here. And Kyle, this delay is killing me, man. The matter and it's not so fantastic. Oh, come on. Because it throws the error once it gets to Excel Stepper. Can I call it OLED? Like, I don't understand what display, like... Again, it worked just fine using the other one. Let me pull up the old one. Yeah, so on the old one here, so this is the original sketch. The Adafruit SSD 1306 display validated just fine. So I'm wondering if in the SSD 1306 has some type of different didn't want that. Stop it. Don't know where it's at. So here, if I look at this now, oh, come the freak on. Would you say if def? So the only if def on the 1306 is this right here. But other than that, you know, that's the only difference, is this has this wording in it there. Oh, type def, sorry. So here's type def. Type def. That's it. Everything right here on this screen is the type def. I don't see display here anywhere. Like, it just doesn't, I don't understand where it's getting that from. Display. That's in that right there. If I go into here and I search display, so all that. That's right. It's basically exactly the same from what I can tell. The way they call it is the same, but it's just not liking it here. Because the 1106 library is what works with this display. The 1306 does not, because it will only work at 128 by 32. This display can do 128 by 64, and that's what I'm trying for. And updating it with the sample, I have it here by 64, and it's working great. So what I did is I took the sample sketch, added my things into it, pulled out their crap, and I'm trying to get it to work with what I added in, and I added in these parts. Yeah, and I'm trying to figure that out by Googling around here. I'm trying to find around here somewhere. um, Doesn't matter what this is named. I'm wondering if, I mean, there's other includes in here throughout the sketch. And like, do they all need to be there? Well, I mean, the only libraries that have to be put together is the GFX and the SH1106. They apparently work together. Not what I want. So it says the SH1106 driver similar to the 1306, thus change the display method. Does that mean it? The display method I thought was this right here. Rename a library should only once whatever. I thought I turned that off. Unless Nightbot is being. I told Riley to fix that, but he didn't. Let me find Facebook here. I always blame him for stuff. It's what he's for. So what am I reading here, Kyle? Because this is all kind of gibberish to me. I really don't understand it though. I'm reading it, but I don't really understand what it's talking about. U8G2. So I don't understand. So it wants me to use that uh, so it wants me to use this. What's it called? Where's that? The U8G lib, but I don't know how to I'm back to where I was with the other dude. I don't know how to define the display in there because it doesn't look like anything else I'm finding online. What's up, Eddie? I'm trying to get this camera slider to work, but I'm having compile issues here. Hey, Brian. Sorry. I'm getting tired now. We're rolling on 1:45 in the morning now, as we're 3 hours into the stream. Like I said, that U8G lib, I'm fine with trying to use that, but it literally doesn't tell you anywhere how to select the driver type. I mean, because even if I include it now, I don't know it's going to do anything for me. That's the one I'm using, Kyle. This is that library. This SH1106 is that library. The GitHub right here. This is the one that you sent before. The Wanhao Maker, right? I think so, man. I don't know anymore. You sent me this long goose chase of a thread here to read. I mean, should I include the other library? So what's this one doing here? Because they're using it here with the display, but they're using it with a different board. Well, if it can compile for you, that's the whole thing. As long as you can get it to compile. What if I just tell it is... What if I just do this? That. No. Okay, same errors. Oh well. At least we have the most same problem, right? I'm just looking at some other sketches someone else did here, and so this one has a type def, and it's calling it a display here, and the class here, but this is using another sketch to help with that, another file. This sh1106 UI. Oh, sorry, line 60. Yeah, this is another demo sketch that I found. Here, let me. It's that one there. I don't know why the links don't work. It's called EPS. I don't know if you try and search it, maybe. ESP8266-OLED-SH1106. Try, see if that helps. You got it, okay. Here it's telling. I wonder if I could do that on this one here. No, it didn't work either. I mean, if I had to, I would go to a different display, but there's no display that is like this one. And I said, people said they've got it to work, but I have no idea how. I had it working with 32 bits, so let me clear out some of this stuff here. Oh, I wanted that open. Dang it. So I had this one worked with it. So if I upload this sketch, it's not going to upload because I didn't do all that stuff. Dang it! Gotta make another folder for it. Hang on. Let's add in the libraries real quick. Let's get this going real quick. Hang on a second. Sorry, it's compiling. Alright, so that's uploading with the default sketch right now. So it's uploaded, but it's only going by 32. So let me see if I can pick this up high enough. Ah, heck. So I don't know if you can see this, but there it is uploaded, but it's only by 32. It's not by 64. least I'm pretty sure it's not. Because going off the guy's sketch, for him, this is his exact sketch with his exact same board, and it should look like picture of it. He's got it here on the YouTube. So see how it looks right here? This is how it's supposed to look, but it doesn't look that way for me. And it doesn't scroll, it's not a scrolling display. I'm using all of his different things here, his libraries and all that stuff. I know it is, and from what I can read, you have to change this from C to D. The only thing I can think of is to try this on an Uno board, but the problem is I don't know how to wire it up to the Uno board at all. Because it's not the same. And it was made to work with a Mega. Only I can think is there's a problem with the Mega maybe, but it can't be because I had it working with that other sketch. But the menu that's in yellow on there is supposed to just be small, like in the I have the exact screen he had, the exact Amazon link, the exact one that he bought. And everyone says on the page it's supposed to work. That's the one I bought. I don't get why it's not doing it. It comes pretty highly rated, 4.3 out of 5 stars. So something needs to be changed. It's not working, and I cannot figure out what in the God's name it is. Obviously that SH does better, but the SSD does not. And I thought maybe if I reduce the text size, it would work, but I can't figure that out. I don't know how to change them to be smaller. It's definitely operating in 32 and not 64. So when I do that, Kyle, it just errors out. So I want to make sure here that I have it set. It's telling me the ICC is D is C. I have, so if we do this, I whack that, uncomment the 64, so it should be a 64. We'll re-upload it like this. So I'm telling it to be, I'm defining it to be 128 by 64. We got to give it a minute to recompile. And it's still exactly the same. And if I reset it, it still shows up as exactly the same. So if I go here and I change this to D, it actually just kills the controller, or kills the display. So right now I can still turn the knob and it moves. But once this gets up there, reading, I go to scroll, nothing happens anymore. I know it's hard for you to see, but just go with me. Nothing happens, doesn't scroll anymore at all. And if I reset it, I should reset, it doesn't do anything. It still just stays lit. But if I remove power, power it back up, the display never turns back on. Because it doesn't know that, it for some reason doesn't know that address. So I don't know. It just doesn't work like that. 3D Print Crate, Brian, what are you saying here? In your examples, do I have 1306, 1306, I2C? Hang on. So if I go to Sketch, or Examples, yes, I do have that. So here's the example sketch here. So if I upload this sketch, see what it's doing right now, Brian. Is it the address, the upload? What you talking about? So the display address here to D, is that what you're talking about? I'm doing it now, hang on. I mean, it draws the lines like it says to draw the lines here. If I upload it as D. Now, C did not work. C, nothing came up, but I switched it to D, and I have display there now. Again, if I go back here to C, I know it's hard, you guys, to see. I apologize. Super pixelated as shite. Right now I've got the little circles there. You can at least see that in the blur. If I go back to C, you go Zeta Fruit and it's got a single pixel on there. That's it. Well, that's working there now. So that's working better than what the other one was. So what's it doing? Why is this working but the other one's not? So how do I take this example sketch and use it in mine? Just copy the top part and grab it, or what? If I selected a 78, I think 78 is the actual address, but the mask is 3C, 3D. So on the back of Brian, on the back of my display, it says address 0x7A or 0x78. So right now we're trying 78, and that killed it. If we try 7A, that does not work either. So it's got to be 3C. Let's do something because I re-uploaded it to 3C. I'm just trying to grab something from the other one. It looks like 64 with this one. I mean, it's super hard to tell because it's all moving. but the way how big they are, they look like it's 64. Or yeah, for how the size they are. I'm trying to copy some of it now, but it's giving me these odd errors now. So I was trying to grab like that chunk in there, but it's throwing errors now. So a function defined is not allowed before that token. Ah, is it giving me this error now? Crying out loud. Alright, Kyle, later, buddy. Oh, that worked. It's still freaking huge, though. What the hell? So I make this text size 1, and then if I do this at 8 and 8, I upload it again, it makes it really, really tiny. But I don't know how to move the rest of the text to make it smaller. If I had to deal with tiny text, I'd deal with that, just to get this thing freaking working. Alright, well, let's just try and get this adjusted. So that. I define the working sketch example. So it is. They define it the exact same way. Well, I mean, there's no text in the working working example one, so I just don't know how to change the text size on all of this stuff. Change it all to 1. All right, let's upload that again and try it. And the spacing is the next thing I got to figure out. I don't know why it's spaced the way it is. So those are fine. But then why are they spaced so far down? I don't know how to bring it up from there. Like here on the default screen here. Alright, well, I think I'm just going to try and change the text size for now and go from there. So, Brian, I greatly appreciate your help, buddy. You have helped me out a lot in trying figuring this out, so thank you very much for that. And I will see if I can just change the text size to make this work for now, because we've spent like almost 4 hours working on this, and I am not much closer than where we were before. It's just killing me here. So, thank you, sir. Yeah, well, I think I learned a lot too in this, but it's still not closer to where I wanted to be. So thank you for your help, and thank you everyone else for watching and hanging in there while I did this. Oh, search that for text size? Okay. I'll do that real quick. Alright, thank you, buddy. Take it easy, and I'll catch you guys next time.